A lot going on up here. Joining us, Janno Gay of Brook Pottery.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about Brook Pottery. Now, are you a pottery store or a studio or a combination?
I actually make pottery on the premises, so it's a working studio, and I'm still creating the pieces the old-fashioned way. We're on the wheel, right there. You can walk in, see a live person creating a lump of clay into a clay vessel, and I do custom celebration pieces for weddings and babies. But I also have a paint your own pottery, so anyone can walk in, paint their own piece. It's a wonderful way to spend time and create memories together and then have a keepsake. And it's also a gift shop. So it's sort of a little bit of everything, creative space to create. And if you want me to come up with something handmade, I'm happy to do it.
And where can we find you?
I'm on Route 30 in Dorset, right on the corner of Dorset Hollow Road. The physical address is 3210 Route 30. And sandwiched in between lovely inns and restaurants, and it's just a beautiful place to visit and stroll around.
Now, where's Dorset in relation to Manchester?
Dorset is 8 miles north on
Okay.
Route 30, so you're there in 5 minutes.
Okay, it's easy enough.
What drew you to pottery? I'm always fascinated by the creative process and by the fact that somebody can take what really is clay and visualize these absolutely beautiful creations that we see.
Well, John, I see you holding your hands out there, and that's exactly what attracted me to the medium, was that I could manipulate it with my hands. I'm just a creator of things, and I wanted something that was functional that would also serve as a platform for me to do my painted work. So it's you know, satisfying the creative end of it, and also providing something functional and lovely for the home. I get to work with people, and it's provided a source of living for me.
Is it really one of the more tactile art forms? I mean, painting, you have a brush, sculpting, you have a chisel, yet pottery, it's you and the medium, and there's nothing between you.
You're hitting the nail right on the head, and that's exactly what attracted me to it. I actually got my degree in glass blowing, and
Oh,
it was
really?
frustrating because there was so much removal of yourself with the medium. You know, you had to manipulate it with tools and blowpipes, and it was very stressful. And clay I found to be far more relaxing, and the fact that you could manipulate it with your hands and have that intimate contact with it.
Are you native to the area?
I grew up in Berkeley, California. I've been in Vermont for 30 years.
Really?
So my kids are Vermonters, but I am a Berkeley gal.
Really? What brought you here?
I met a gal in art school at California College of Arts and Crafts, Lucy Bergamini, who's still creating beautiful glass, and she talked me into moving here, and so I was game for it because it's just beautiful, and
It is beautiful here.
and I love it.
No,
Yeah.
it's so great.
Is this region a haven for the creative and for the artist? I mean, we just had the people from Sugar Shack talking about Norman Rockwell and his timeless works. We see so many of these little studios such as yours, the handmade lamps. Is this really a place where people can come and be alone with the creative process and do what they want to do?
I believe so. That's exactly it. The space is inspirational. The views are inspirational. The craft community and the arts community are wonderfully supportive, and it's an ideal place to create for the reason of beauty and space and inspiration. So you're right on, John. You're
It's a little horrifying, isn't it?
You don't need me here.
no, well, he's
I'm only
asking-
kidding.
Sit down.
Go ahead.
You're both great.
What are your favorite pieces to be? You talk about them being functional. Is there a certain a vase or a bowl or a mug, or what is your favorite piece to create?
My signature piece, which is really whimsical and playful, is a stacked teacup lamp, and they teeter and totter, and they're off-center, and they've got a lot of tension in them, and each cup is decorated in a different way, and customers can customize them to whatever they want. And that's probably still my favorite piece that's really become a signature piece. And you can find my work online,
Which is at...
flowerbrookpottery.com, or on Facebook.
By the way, is there a Flower Brook? Is it named after a brook?
Yes, Flower Brook is actually in Paulet, which is where I live, and my studio was, after I had my first child, Chelsea, I had a studio right on Flower Brook.
And what are the hours for Flower Brook Pottery?
Flower Brook's open Tuesday through Saturday from 10:30 until 5, and Sundays are by special appointment made in advance, and painting is from 11 to 4.
And one more time, the address and a phone number.
Is 3210 Route 30, and that's in Dorset. My phone is 867-24009, area code 802.
If I could sneak one more question in, a lot of studios are starting to do lessons or try it yourself. Do you do that? Can somebody who wants to learn pottery or just try it as possibly something they would like to do, can they do that with your studio?
My space is limited for
Okay.
the throwing end of it, and so I do, I do offer the paint your own pottery, and that's as far as I go as with making your own thing. Salem Artworks in Salem offers that.
And do you do any of the art shows around, or are you strictly out of the studio?
I don't. I'm happy to say that I used to wholesale. I got into the business wholesaling, and I'm doing strict retail right now out of
That's
my
great.
shop.
No, very successful then.
It sounds like you've really found home.
I feel that way. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I love my people. I love my customers. They make it happen for me. So a huge thanks to them.
And that
Keep
makes
coming.
all the difference in the world.
Absolutely.
It really does.
It takes a village.
Yeah.
Janno Gay of Flower Brook Pottery, thank you so much for joining us on
Thank
Coffee
you.
Break and talking about
Thank you,
your
Janno.
studio.
Oh, you're welcome. It was wonderful to be here. Thank
all right.
you.
We appreciate it.